Hi guys, David Jenyns here from Melbourne SEO Services, and we are here in Makati in the Philippines, and I'm joined with Chris Ducker. Thank you so much for your
Rock
time.
and roll. Welcome to the Philippines, man.
Good to be here.
You made it in one piece.
I did.
Immigration obviously don't check their email enough.
What did you tell them?
I warned them all about you.
Do not let this man in. So we have crash landed, and we've had a good chance to catch up now. Chris's actually main business that I think was of most interest to what we do at Melbourne SEO Services is the virtual staff finder, because we work with small and medium-sized businesses who are trying to get their businesses found online and grow their online presence. And I suppose as a natural progression of that is to start to think about building virtual teams. So
Absolutely.
Here we are in the Philippines. We're here leading by example. We're running the SEO Method 3 workshop. And I thought maybe a good time to pull Chris aside and maybe see if you can share with us a little bit. I know you've been based here. Is it 12 years you've been here now?
Yeah, 13 years
13
at the beginning
years.
of next year, yeah.
So you know what it's like being right on the ground.
Pretty much.
And you've probably seen a lot of change as well over the years. I'm interested to know, like, why do you see the Philippines as such a great opportunity for, you know, small and medium-sized business owners to help expand their businesses?
Easy question to answer. It's the people.
Yeah.
It's really that simple. You know, no matter what way you want to try and sugarcoat it, the success of any business comes down to people. The people that not only work in the business, but inspire the business, that motivate the business, everything and anything to do with that. I mean, you know, I think a lot of people get it mixed up the wrong way around. You know, a lot of small business owners, they tend to focus on trying to just chase down new business, new clients all the time, and then they look after their existing clients, and then they worry about their employees. I like to flip the switch a little bit, and I think that if you focus on getting, you know, the best physical talent to work for you, you can only expect good things. And Filipino people are not only are they very talented people, but they are, you know, just in terms of culturally, they are extremely God-fearing, they're very hard-working, they appreciate everything that their bosses do for them. And above and beyond everything else, they speak phenomenal English. I mean, English is not their first language, yet you could listen to some Filipinos speak English and you could think that they're maybe from, you know, California, or, you know, they have that Americanized English twang to their voice. You know, although we have got several Filipinos, you know, sort of walking around shouting "G'day, mate" and stuff like that, you know, with a lot of practice, but they're there now. So yeah, I mean, just the people, it's just a great hot spot. There's a hotbed of talent here. There's tons of great people that can help any small business owner grow their business. Everything from, you know, social media to video editing, you name it. Everything and anything can come out of this country. It's a great place to find great people.
I think a lot of people, when they're first starting out, like, I mean, it's a little bit of a jump. They feel like they're having a hard enough time growing their business locally and having people that they can see. It's quite a jump for them to say, now I'm going to think about building a team virtually. And for some reason, I think that stops a lot of people. I don't know if there's any suggestions or any insight that you can give to someone as to how to either start to make that transition or to make that step, or if you've seen companies do it, what's sort of been the impetus for them to go, all right, I'm going to make the jump?
I think the big thing is that people who I've worked with in terms of clients, both from, you know, providing them with good VAs, right the way down to just consulting with them on their virtual kind of outsourcing, you know, systems and things like that. The one thing that I see over and over and over again from people who have had any kind of major success from outsourcing and working with VAs is that they hire their VA and they bring their VA on board to their company as a genuine team member, not as just cheap labor, not just as someone to fling that task to because, you know, we're only paying them X dollars an hour. That's a BS approach to outsourcing. If you genuinely want your VAs to, you know, do a great job for you, to work hard for you, to make a difference in your business and the profits that your business experiences, you must from day one treat them as if they're part of the team. That's the biggest, I think, you know, it's tough because it's virtual. You're at an arm's length, let alone in another country completely, right? So I think it's the mindset thing above and beyond everything else to be able to just kind of flip the switch and get going with it. But I always say, if you've not done any kind of outsourcing before, just start with a couple of project-based tasks first. So find someone to design a logo or create a landing page for your website, or do a little SEO, or whatever the case may be. Just get used to kind of just doing 2 or 3 tasks virtually. And when you realize that you can do it, and it ain't as hard as a lot of people think it is, go ahead and hire that full-time member of staff, because financially it's not a huge investment, to make, and the ROI in terms of creating more time for you to be working on your business instead of in your business is unbelievable. I mean, it's tenfold in terms of what you can achieve. I
think that's the key, and business owners think in terms of ROI, and
always.
When
we're freaks, aren't we?
I mean, that's the first thing that drives that bottom line. So you need to focus on it, and I think a big hurdle that business owners have to overcome is this: having enough capital to really bankroll them at the start. I mean, you're operating on a knife's edge, and I think working with virtual teams just gives you that little bit of extra margin for error, and I think that just creates an opportunity that no entrepreneur starting up a business can live without, really.
I mean, it's a bootstrapping tool, outsourcing. That's exactly what it is. And as entrepreneurs, as business owners, we're freaks of nature. We believe, and we talked a little bit about this on the podcast, that whole kind of superhero syndrome, where we think we're better than everyone, we can do everything better than everyone, and we can take on the universe. But in reality, that's not the case. We can try and do it, but once you've done 14, 15-hour days for a year, you're done, you're burnt out. Your business is not going to grow at that point. You're just running your business, you're not growing it. So it is a bootstrapping tool to take advantage of, to utilize, to be able to grow a lot faster right out of the gate.
And because a lot of people don't do it, it gives you that competitive advantage as well.
Absolutely.
A lot of local business based, I mean, we work with a lot of businesses based in Australia, and a lot of them still haven't done that, so it gives you that competitive edge. I mean, someone who's watching this now recognizes the opportunity, and maybe they're thinking, what are those next few steps that they want to take? You talked about, well, how about you just get some little tasks and get going? Another thing that's coming up for us, I mean, we've got the Outsource Profit Machine, which is a workshop that we ran, and now we're sort of chatting with you and saying, look, we need to do this again, because you're on the ground, you can bring a lot of knowledge that I think, unless you live here, you just don't get that insight. So for those of you who are watching, we're actually looking at running the Outsource Profit Machine 2, which is happening very early 2013. And Chris will be flying over especially to speak at that event, and we'll have some great speakers as well who'll basically share with you what you need to know to take those next few steps on building the outsourcing side of your business. I don't know if there's any insight or anything that you want to share with people, what they might get in the workshop.
Well, first up, the first workshop that you did, when was it, last year sometime?
Yeah,
that was great. I mean, you gave me access to it online, and you guys covered, and I mean, I know this space, I know it better than pretty much everyone I come across. You covered everything brilliantly. But I think that, a couple of things that I'm really looking forward to discussing with the group when we're there in February, right? I'm really looking forward to talking about the culture of Filipinos and how Australian, business owners and Australian bosses can really kind of get that Filipino mindset and that Filipino culture, because there's a lot of differences, hell of a lot of differences. That's one aspect. The other aspect that I'm really, really excited talking about is the ability to grow a team. An outsourced team of VAs, and not just one person or 2 people, but genuinely a team of people to help you in several different aspects of your business. Because again, we can't do everything. There are people out there that are smarter than us, that can do certain things better than us, and we are madmen and mad ladies if we don't literally catapult our business by capitalizing on that kind of talent. So those couple things I'm really looking forward to.
So if you want to learn these secrets on how you can grow your business using outsourced talent, you need to attend the Outsource Profit Machine 2. You'll find out details about it. It'll be somewhere close to this video, but thank you very much for your time, Chris.
More than welcome.
Look forward to
seeing all my Australian brothers and sisters in Melbourne.
See you guys.